channel, and today I'm going to discuss about the topic visible surface detection. So what's the goal of this topic? In our day-to-day lives, we see a lot of natural scenes like sunset scene on beach or those things we see around us. The things what we see in the real world from our human eyes, we want to instruct the computers to replicate it in the form of digital images. So first of all, I'm going to discuss about what is visible surface and what is hidden object. Then I'm going to explain two examples. One from uh, artists, how artists sketch real world objects, and one application from the video games. So let us see, this is an example. Imagine yourself sitting in this mountain range and enjoying the beautiful scene of the sunset. So, what do you see in here? You can see flowers, you can see the flowers, you can see the grass beneath flower, little portions of the grass beneath the flowers, the leaves of the plant, the bluish, some other bluish flowers, the mountains, the mountain range, another mountain behind it, and several other far in the sea, and some portion of the sun. So, in this place, I'm able to see the things which I'm able to see from my human eye is visible surface. For example, this pink flower, it's the plant's leaves and the little bit of grass beneath it right now. The grass which is near me and around me. The the this portion of mountain range and the mountain, little portion of the mountain behind it. The portions of mountain which is uh, hidden behind the forward mountain is called as the hidden surface. For another example, you can also see the mountain peak and the sky. The sky behind, just behind the mountain peak, is actually I'm not able to see right now directly. So it's a hidden surface. The sun is also not fully visible. Portion, this, some portion of sun is also not visible. That is also a hidden surface, and the portions of sky, well and good. Actually, I told that the for the mountain ranges far from us is also there are some surfaces of it is hidden and some portion of it is visible. So, in order to produce a realistic looking image by computer, is it is necessary that yeah, in order to produce a realistic looking live digital image, it is necessary to specify which surfaces are hidden and which surfaces are visible. If I make an image where these where this mountain range is visible and the behind mountain range which is not visible to me right now is also visible and overlapping, then this image won't be looking right. The natural reference scenes which I am looking through my eyes. Let us see another example. This is an example of how Artists also replicate the real life objects around us on a sheet of paper. So, this is an example of one perspective sunset view. You can see the half sun, the palm trees, the bridge, and the surrounding water. Those are the visible surfaces and the birds in the sky. But the water just beneath this bridge is not visible to us directly. If we just bend down from the bridge, then we are able to see that there is water beneath this bridge. So that water is hidden surface and this bridge surface is visible surface. Another example we can see from the video gaming experience. This is a scene of Zoo Tycoon 2 game where we can build an amusement park where we can build zoos virtually. This is the bird view of the zoo right now, but there is a mode in this game where we can also see our zoo just like we are the guests of the zoo can see. Just the guests of the zoo, how the guests of the zoo can see. This slide is showing that move. So in order to make me feel that I'm really looking at the zoo, really I'm roaming in the zoo, the information of visible surface and the hidden surface is very much crucial to make it feel realistic. Example can be the buildings, the walls of the buildings, the windows, the trees, leaves, and the road, the path, the pedestrian walking paths. These are visible surfaces, but the wall just behind the tree is not visible, so that is hidden surface. Or the trees behind the zoo gate is also hidden surface. Some portion of it is visible and some portion of it is hidden. So the making us feel virtually real, making us feel the virtual world real. So these two information is very much important to give appropriate information to produce a digital image. So in order to make in order to make such digital images, there are several algorithms designed so far. They are broadly categorized into two categories, namely image space method and object space method. So what is image space method? If I am taking a photograph as my reference and making another duplicate of that photograph, that is called image space method. You can remember with this analogy that I want to just produce a carbon copy of the same photo I have. So then what's object space method? The object space method takes the reference as the real world objects and then make a produce a digital image according to the real world object reference. Example we can think of as taking a picture from a camera, taking your family or your friends in pictures on your camera or cell phone camera. The camera is taking the real people as the reference and producing a digital image in the photograph, which really seems like very much realistic, right? Another real life example we can think of is from Guess the Jelly Bean Games. Mm, You may have heard of this game. So imagine if you are playing this Guess the Jelly Bean games by using an image of the jelly bean jar, where you have to tell how many, you have to guess how many total jelly beans are there in the jelly bean jar. So if you are guessing the jelly beans by taking reference from an image of jelly beans, then you are using the image space method for guessing. And if you go to the shop and see the real jar and then guess the jelly beans, then you are using the object space method to play this game. So I'm going to first of all explain more of the uses of these two types of algorithmic methods by using some drawings as a reference. So, question arises in our mind like why to use the image space method or what are the benefits of using the image space method? Image space method is widely used, most widely used, as it is easier for computer to take reference and produce the image. For example, we all have done use this image space method unknowingly while drawing drawing any picture by drawing any reference image using a photograph by drawing any sketch using a photograph as reference. For example, here is a painting of the leaf by taking this image as the reference image. So, in order to produce this leaf as the the most possible realistic essence which I could produce was this one. What I did, I actually took this photo's printout and made lot of reference grid lines to draw the shape and the veins and the center point of this leaf as realistic as possible from the real image. You can see the grid lines here. These grid lines help me to place how big I have to place it on my drawing sheet. How big should be the size of the leaf and where should be the center of the leaf. Where should be the veins be placed where the leaf is dried on the tip. This slide actually shows this is the printed out image and the grid lines I drew and the marked center point. It's more visible on my drawing sheet. This overall whole oval helped me to shape, produce the similar kind of shape and size of the leaf. So, by using this method, I actually compared using with the help of scale the required uh, amount amount of space to be left from the left side and the right side and from top and bottom to produce this size on my drawing sheet. I even took the same size of the drawing paper as that of the printed image. So I am comparing from this photograph to this drawing sheet. In the similar fashion, computer also produce and compares the pixel range from which it has to leave the space to in order to produce the same location of the desired sketch from just the way as I took from left, right, top and bottom of the leaf to place the leaf size. Yeah. It's the same. So it's much easier in drawing as well, and in for computer it is also much easier. So if you like to watch this sketch as a whole, as